Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you, Rachel?
I'm doing great. We talked for season one about, getting to take on a role that was made famous by a very tall, white, bald guy, but making it completely your own and like coming into this character now with season two almost completely wrapped. What for you has been the most fun of getting to explore her throughout these two seasons and find kind of where she fits into the world of Night Court?
Oh gosh, it's just been living with her again. We didn't have a huge hiatus, but then we had a huge hiatus. And when we came back and did the pilot episode, I was like, "Cool, Lacretta, you probably should have done a monologue or done a play, or really flex your chops over this vacation." But it wasn't bad, but it was I had some gearing up to do, and then we had the strike. And again, I probably should have done a monologue or a play or something with my friends to keep those performing chops up because it is a muscle. So it's been nice to be back and to be doing this on a weekly basis, to know that, yeah, I got the stamina to do this again. Yes, I do know her. And just to trust yourself, trust your process, and trust your leadership team, because everything is okay. And now we're finding, her romances and, her proclivities on a deeper level. And maybe we'll get to see some of her family when we come back for season three. Let's just go ahead and say it. And it's been nice to also see her relationships with her castmates go deeper and grow. Yeah.
And for you, how is that? I asked this question before, but how is the rhythm for you to kind of try and find? Because these characters all talk in such a way to each other that it is very much like back and forth that has to work, or else there's a disconnect. How do you guys all kind of navigate finding that within your character?
I think because we sit down and we talk on a regular basis.
Hmm.
If it's going on, if they're doing camera reset, or if we got a couple of scenes off, then we talk to each other. So we already have a rapport in just our day-to-day conversations. And sometimes for me, my day-to-day conversations aren't much different than Gerg's in the way she talks. She has some stuff that comes out of left field. But for the most part, because we spend that time listening, and then when we're in the scenes together, we're listening. It's not just, okay, and now I speak. It is very much like, oh, okay, okay, okay. And we get that rhythm down. We also dance from time to time in between takes. So like we do have a bond, and we have a connection, and we have a rhythm that's already established, so that it makes it so much easier when we're in the scene.
Yeah, and for this season in particular, there have been like so many guest stars that like make, especially like comedy nerds are like, oh, that's so and so, that's so and so. Was there one this season that you were just like shocked that they were part of the show? And then for season three, when it does happen, what who do you want to be on the show?
Okay, so Jennifer Lewis came to see us. And I mean, we get the script on Friday sometimes, but I never look to see who is in it. I just highlight the script and get ready for Monday. And so I heard her, and I was like, oh, no, no, no. And then I saw her, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I ran because I get shy. I mean, these are people that I've been watching on television since I was little, and now they're right there. And I don't know what to do, and I don't know what to say, because hi doesn't seem to be enough. And then I'm flooded with just memories and my experience of them. And she came, we were in the dressing room, and she goes, someone asked me how it is to work with you. I told them, I don't know. I haven't met her. She's a creeper. And I was like, yes, I am. I've been creeping. I said, but I've been orbiting you because you are the sun. And she was like, yes. And I was like, yes. So, it was nice for her to call me out on that. I need to be called out. I need to get better. But it's coming from a place of love and just admiration.
I love it. I love it so much. And I said this to India, but my one of my favorite things about this show is that like there are so many female characters and it's not a man's game anymore like it was with the original series. But it's very kind of it just exists. It's not a thing, it's not like sold to us. It is just that these women exist in these roles. How important for you is that to like bring to life that like these are just women doing their jobs and existing, and it doesn't have to be something other than them just existing in this
Yeah.
world.
Well, I think about myself and what I thought I wanted for myself. I thought, oh, because we're in this age of reboots, well, then maybe they'll do a give me a break. reboot. And my mom was a nanny. I know what that life was like. I can bring something a little different to it. And then this happened. And so now, yes, I'm doing a reboot, but I'm being an original character. So what does that mean? And what an honor to get to be a person that I wanted to see and to be that for somebody else. Because I know, and I've heard, and people have said, and I get a little overwhelmed when it happens to be like, it's so nice to see you on TV, not Gerds, but to see you because I see myself in you, and I'm just like, oh, and that's all I wanted. But I didn't know that that was going to be a part of my story. You know, I just only ever asked for to be successful. And I am, if I do say so myself. But I wasn't. I was expecting to still be, not that it was a bad thing, but to still be in Kansas City at home and be happy and working and paying my bills. And now, you know, I have a home in LA and I'm happy and I'm working and I'm paying my bills. And I'm just incredibly blessed. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see what happens when season 3 comes. And
Yes, talk about it. That's not a guarantee. We're just saying we're speaking
yeah,
those
we're
things as though they
saying,
are.
we're putting it into
Yes.
the universe. We're putting this into the universe. But thank you so much for talking with me. I really appreciate it. And I want people to keep loving Night Court.
I hope they do. I'll see you later.
Bye.